Parramatta, the original Australian settlement. Parramatta was founded because the first settlers to the Australian island landed on rocky terrain. This rocky area is now called Sydney. Because the ground was too rough for planting crops, the settlers headed west to the fertile ground of Parramatta, where they formed the first real settlement. Sydney later became the first Australian port. We are Simeon and Brittany Brazzells, missionaries to Australia. We believe we are called to go and share the gospel with the diverse peoples of Parramatta. We are partnering with Pastor Helena and his family to aid us in gaining permanent entry into the country, as well as in getting a work started.
Today, Parramatta is home to a very different group of people. Rather than a bunch of rough settlers just struggling to survive, it's become more of a home for business and education. Because of that, it's an extremely busy city. We've got all of these old things and all of these new things merged all together in a very diverse culture.
In the downtown area, you will find 100-year-old buildings with children playing in the courtyard, as well as college students rushing about the many campuses throughout the city. According to recent Growth Index research, within the next 20 years, Parramatta and surrounding areas are expected to grow by nearly 100%. One of the side effects of the population growing so quickly is that the average plot of land big enough for one home is worth well over 1 million Australian dollars. That equates to roughly 750,000 United States dollars. On top of the local population, Western Sydney University has a northern and southern Parramatta campus and is looking to expand further in the coming years. This means many students from all over the world could be reached from this one area. Parramatta is also within a 45-minute drive to Sydney, making it easy for international businesses to headquarter in the many skyscrapers dotting the Parramatta skyline.
According to the Sydney Morning Herald, about 20% of Australia's top 500 companies now have a presence within Parramatta. Because of this, they're expecting massive economic growth, which in turn means massive population growth. The people of Parramatta are as diverse as its buildings. Most of them are of white European descent. However, they come from all over the world. Australia has become a beacon of freedom, and because of that, people are coming from all over Asia as well as southwestern Africa. We're getting people from the Philippines, from China, from Japan, as well as from Papua New Guinea.
Australia requires that anyone that wants to become a citizen learn to speak English. This provides a great opportunity for teachers to come in and teach English. There's also a great open door in the public school systems. They require that their students take a religious studies class, but there often aren't qualified teachers to teach.
To our knowledge, there is not currently a single gospel-preaching church in the downtown areas of Sydney, Parramatta, or any of the surrounding cities. This is what we believe God has called us to do.
Hi, my name is Helena, and I'm the pastor of Southland Baptist Church here in Sydney, Australia. We minister in the western suburbs of Sydney. It was our pleasure last year to meet Simeon and Brittany as they came through during their survey trip. And it was during this time that we went about and we started to look at Parramatta. In Australia, much of our major cities don't have inner city works, and it was just evident as we walked around there in considering the population there already, but then also the growing population that's projected to come through there in the next 10 years, that there is a need for a church to be planted in downtown Parramatta. And so I want to encourage you to pray about and perhaps then support Simeon and Brittany as they try to head over here to Australia. And as an Aussie, I just want to say that there is still a great need for the gospel to be preached here in Australia. And I want to encourage you to partner with them as they seek to come here to fulfill the calling of God upon their lives.
Beginning with Bible studies amongst university students, as well as business men and women, we would like to start an independent Baptist work in downtown Parramatta. Please pray for us and consider giving your support as we follow the Lord.